You're Still Here, an Onyx by Daylight audio production. Script by Ginger Neutral on Reddit. Yeah, something is on my mind. It's kind of important, yeah. Do you have time to talk about it? I just keep expecting to wake up alone. Like, every morning when I'm still half asleep, I'm always surprised to see you next to me. Or when I don't, I get this rush of fear that you've left me, or that you've never been with me and it was all a dream. No, it's not that I don't trust you. It's... well, I don't know. It's too good to be true. I mean, that's what it feels like sometimes. Because how did I end up with someone as great as you? Especially because it's you. As in, specifically you. I treated you so badly for years and years. I made your life a living hell. You've even said so yourself before. So I just don't get why you followed me that day. Now, come on, you have to know the day I'm talking about, don't you? Well, I guess it must have meant more to me than it did to you. High school. End of junior year. My mother and I had one of our famous shouting matches right in front of everyone. I don't even remember anything of what we said, but it must have been pretty bad because I couldn't take it anymore. I ran off. Didn't even have anywhere in mind, really. I just needed to be literally anywhere else. I was on my way out of the building when I heard a voice I knew too well call out my name. Your voice. I stopped right then and there, so bewildered and angry. See? You remember now, huh? You remember what you told me? Yeah. You told me that my mom seemed like an asshole. You know, that's the first time I can remember hearing you say anything that even bordered on cussing. After that, I couldn't bully you anymore. Not without this horrible feeling in my chest. Like, I don't know. I've never been good with words. Not like you are. I think that's when I started to realize how shitty I'd been. No, I guess that's not it. I always knew. But that's when I started to care about it. I started to feel bad about it. Like, was this how I wanted people to remember me? As someone who did nothing but pick on people who couldn't or wouldn't stand up for themselves? As some guy whose only friends didn't actually like him? Not that I like them either, which is also kind of pathetic. Yeah, that's why I stopped sitting with them. It's how I ended up on the receiving end of some of the same kind of shit I once did to others. Gotta say, I wouldn't have forgiven anyone who picked on me for even a fraction of how long I bullied you. Where am I going with this? Second chances take me by surprise. Why did you help me that day? Why did you let me sit with you at lunch after that? Why did you forgive me? I never even apologized. I'm not going to. I don't have the right to ask for your forgiveness. I don't deserve it. And yet, you've given it unprompted. I'll take it, but I don't think I'll ever believe it all the way. What is it you see in me anyway? Oh. I kind of expected something more along the lines of, I can fix him. But you told me something real. Something that's actually present. Not just a possibility, but something I actually have now. Can I ask you when you fell for me? Because I can remember when I noticed it. Fine. I'll go first, even though I've already talked about it a few minutes ago. It was when you chased me down, just to tell me that my mom sucks. It wasn't right away, I guess. It was over the summer. I kept thinking about it. I kept thinking about you. I realized I really didn't know much about you, aside from the shit I always made fun of. And those things weren't even that bad. Just a little bit cringy sometimes. Okay, your turn. When did you realize you liked me? Yeah. I remember when you invited me over for the first time. I was awkward as hell about it. I don't know if you could tell, but I was terrified of literally every possible scenario I could come up with. No, some of them were positive. One of them was that we would end up together. By the end of the night, I mean. That scared me almost worse than the several scenarios of you killing me. At least I felt like I deserved that. Anyway, what specifically was it? Seriously? How was falling asleep on the couch the thing that swooned you? Jeez, you never fail to surprise me. I will never understand you. I think that's something I like about you. I don't know if I'll ever forgive myself for, well, for everything, but I do love you. Oh, thank God. You said it back. I did not mean to say it outright just now. Whew. I mean it, though. I love you. You literally changed the course of my life for the better. And you had the nerve to keep caring about me. I'll spend the rest of my life trying to make sure it won't go to waste.